I'm in the adult entertainment business now. I have a towel on. Gosh, these freaking guys just get away with things women can never get away with. Yeah, right, ladies. Yeah, right. I'm not going back to the corporate world. Not that they'd welcome me with open arms anyway. So, just kidding. I have about 2.5 weeks before my return to over-the-board chess, getting adjusted to my job. Dealing cards is not quite like riding a bike, but it's not difficult either once one has learned, hello viewer, the processes, the order in which to do things. All games are similar. Not to say if one can deal blackjack, he or she could deal every game, but it's a good foundation. I didn't want to rush back to over-the-board chess, though I do strongly believe at my best I'm between 1600 and 1700 USCF rating. I got to 1539 in March, and I want to sit there just to ensure I don't play any games tired or get back into the bad habit of going without analyzing thoroughly. Got to get control of my mind. That starts with online chess. I'm an adult, just turned 30 in March. I adopted a puppy when we thought COVID lockdown would be a short thing. She wasn't feral, but she wasn't doing well. And I thought I would have the corporate job forever, yet COVID never ended, and here we are. I can't make it to the club as much as I'd like. So switching to Lichess for my play. Still challenge me on chess.com. We're going short, intense, with frequent rests. We're analyzing. Real good. I'll try to do a pyramid online every day. What was it called? Do it better. Yeah, just own it. I love it, ladies. I'm often misunderstood. I support it. I support it. I just don't support the hashtag call it out, hashtag #MeToo movement in conjunction with posing provocatively. All about it. Make your money. Don't need a man. If I were a woman, I promise you I wouldn't be wearing that much. I'd be rich as shit. But men are going to do it too and laugh when some women get fired up about it. I would shoot one porn video if it financed my chess career forever. Dayton, have some standards. What are you talking about? You could play chess, focus on chess, become as good as you possibly can. Never have to worry about anything besides chess. Ooh. You live your life, I'll live mine. All right. Let's do a puzzle. Puzzles. Okay. So the queen is covering there. That check does me no good because, again, you have a double covered. My knight is being threatened. If I go there and you were to take there, does that free anything up for me? Not enough, because then after takes, assuming the queen is on h3, I couldn't steal due to mate. So G3 looks bad. No, I don't want hints. Well, the knight needs to move if I'm not going G3, right? Look at G3 one more time. Boom. Takes. I'm screwed. Well, if takes, then I would have to go there. And you can't go there to block, so you'd have to go there. Oh, understood. So you can't actually get away with that. How tricky. How tricky. That was a good one. No. It was thumbs up to the puzzle. I was rating the puzzle. I was rating your puzzle, Lichess. I didn't want to do another one. Is that going to hurt my rating? I am the puzzle master. There's more important things to life than online rating, but I am the puzzle master. So, okay. Pretty simple, seemingly. I take. You have to go there. I go there. Why wouldn't I? And then I just win your rook, right? Got to see the full solution. It's a bad habit to just go because we're pretty sure, or even if we are positive but we don't see the full sequence. Bad habit. That's why I like doing puzzles at the club. You know, my queen and rook versus your queen and bishop, and I'll just beat the life out of you. Not difficult. Okay. So I obviously couldn't go there. I don't like that the knights chess.com has much better arrows. Super easy. Okay, now I understand I can't click the checkbox. And what I was saying about that puzzle, in case any beginners join. How fascinating. I've heard Lichess has good puzzles. I don't really like the analysis options that much. Also, now, is this from a Grandmaster game or something? Just like in real games, I like it. I'm reading over here. Attraction, crushing, long puzzle, middle game. Wow. This is sufficient. Do I intentionally talk a different way when playing chess to appear smarter? I didn't used to, but then Hans Niemann started doing it. So now I use big words. I'm very deliberate with my pauses because Hans Niemann is my role model. How do I go back to the previous puzzle? Previous puzzle, please. No. Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. And that's a good option. I don't know why the sane person would turn that on. Where are my puzzles? Can I go back? No, I don't want that. I want to see my puzzles. My profile, right? And we're going to find I'm the puzzle master on every platform I participate on. But where are my puzzles? Yeah, 2 wins. I'm a machine. No. Where's my puzzle dashboard? No. I can replay 4, so probably the last 4, right? No. I'm replaying healthy mixed puzzles. 1 of 4. Okay, so where's 2 of 4? To replay. Yeah. I remember this one. I did this one while I was working, I think. Okay, so I'm replaying. Do I have to replay them to get there, though? It's not fun. How do I turn on a blindfold when it's over the computer? Doesn't make much sense. So is it going to go to another one that I did previously? Yeah, I remember this one too. So boom, 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 boom. I'm simply too fast for you. Okay, so I'm replaying my last 4 puzzles, but how do I just view my puzzles? This is like the woodpecker method thing. Yeah, because I ended up with a knight check. I don't think it was mate, but the puzzle ended with a knight check. Because I go here, you can't go there. Right? There's something like that. How did it go? Boom, boom. And then if I take, then you're forked. So, oh yeah, that's what it was. And then I have the pin, which is why you can block the rook. I mentioned the knight fork would come. And then what happened? I believe I go there and I utilize this pin. But because there, and then if you can't go there because of the knight, so if you were to go there, then I would still be using my knight to force the queen to move. And then when the queen moved, that's what it is. I can't see the full thing. Why can't I see the full thing? Rook, king, knight. What was it though? That's not good. Maybe I got this wrong. I don't think I did though. Oh yeah, rook, king can't take, else the fork happens again. I don't like that the knights don't get the proper arrow. Lichess. Because if there, I just give you time to escape. So that would not be correct. And also, I'm not really threatening anything with that. There's no mate because the knight still covers. Okay, so here's my fourth one. No, that wasn't the one I did just a few moments ago. That's really frustrating. Okay, so I can't go there yet. I remember this one too. Because of here. No, I can. Yeah, I can. That was what I messed up. I can go there because that doesn't hurt me. I go here. You check me. I go there. You check me. I go there. You check me either way you want to do it. I go here. You can't go there. I mate. You can't go there. I check again. You go there. And I mate. Told you so. Gosh, predicting the future gets so awfully lonely, but it's so helpful for chess. Okay. Puzzle streak, puzzle storm, puzzle dashboard. But I just want to scroll through my puzzles. I don't want puzzle history. There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. There we go. There it is. Okay. As I was mentioning while I was doing this puzzle, the opponent, no. Let me handle this. I'm teaching. I don't know if I have anyone on. But all my YouTube videos from library runs to pre-recorded are just a masterclass. You know, if you're not very good at chess yet. So the opponent can't. How do I do this though, Lichess? Zen mode. What's Zen mode mean? No. I don't like that. I don't even know what that means. Input moves with your voice. No, I don't think that helps me much. Seems excessive. Kid mode. Probably haven't seen much of my YouTube content. Not always super appropriate. How do I work this? Difficulty level. I just want to make the moves. Doesn't matter. If you want to be a part of my my community, you're going to learn to visualize the board, just like I am. Okay, so the reason this pawn cannot be captured in spite of the mate threat is exactly what happens in the puzzle. Boom, that queen is, it wouldn't be a decoy, right? Decoy. There's decoy and there's, they sound like synonyms, but they're not in chess terminology. There's decoy. It would be a decoy, but there's another word. I forget. But I'm luring the queen away from controlling the e7 square. So if the queen were to take on h3, I have the e7 square to check from. Can't go there. I'll just keep checking. And my queen is covering the diagonal. So the opponent would have to go there. It wouldn't matter because the game's over with my rook and queen working to check the enemy king, which is why g3, my first instinct, though it took me a while, is correct. That one was too easy. Okay, let's play. I don't know if I want to go rapid to bullet or bullet to rapid. Let's go bullet to rapid. I can do that, right? Oh, that was a mistake. That was an awful mistake. No, it wasn't. Boom, boom. I have to go there. Now you have to control there. And now I have to go fast. Fast, fast. Oh, I didn't see the move. Gosh darn it. See, now it's going to get sloppy. Fast moves. Just give yourself a chance. There's no chance. This is awful. One more. And I gotta make the adjustment. Gotta make the okay. Faster. Just trying to get my ass kicked. Gotta win one. Gotta win one. It'd be a lazy move. Let's see. Maybe I should have left that. You asshole. Give me the pawn, right? Okay, whatever. We'll get our bullet chess going again. That's something that, especially for people who didn't play as kids, is going to be the first to go. Speed. Let's do one blitz. Slow down a little bit. Oop. Hit that castle. Okay. Take rook reveals. Whoa. Can't take it. What are you doing? Then I'm going here. Oh no, now that's a bad move. Okay, fine. That forced the queens off the board. If nothing changes in the position, you should take my b pawn, probably. I'm winning by so much. I just need to slow down. All right, schoolyard bully. Don't be this way. We've got to take our L's in life. The bully is not always the bully. In fact, at one point, the bully was probably a victim. I told you that was the right move. It's because I'm better at chess than you. The bully is nothing more than a victim who failed to cope with life's hardships. But I wish we could all remain nice. I never judge, for the world can be a cruel place. And you want to lose the game. See, that's why hate never wins. We must forgive and love our enemies, else we blunder chess games away. And you just saw that happen. I love winning chess battles. Now, a serious one. I like to play the Caro-Kann. Is it the Caro-Kann or the Caro-Kann? Probably either. Online, but it doesn't make me better. Eventually, every chess athlete has to have a deep understanding of the Open Sicilian. And I prefer to play that online. It's the most effective and easiest to play. It keeps our pawns together and back. But that's, again, not going to make us a lot better than Najdorf. I believe that's called the Shivan engine. The classical and the dragon. Let's play the dragon. I don't think that's the most popular response to the dragon, but I haven't studied it. Actually, the Sicilian was the first one I looked at. That was when I was still living in Springfield. So it's been a minute. I haven't looked at a lot of lines where we castle away from our fianchetto bishop or castle long. Going back to, I like to talk in ways that make me sound smarter than I am because Hans Niemann did it. Hans Niemann. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Let's be unique. Certainly playable. What is this nonsense? And who needs a castle? Who needs a castle at all? Okay, because there, if I go there, then you take, and I go here, you... It's there. Where do I want? Which one do I want to do? Could go either way. Huh? See, this is where online chess is just disgusting sometimes. It's given way too much. You can't take with your. You can't do that. Because I take with check, you moron. You're gonna be a lonely chess athlete playing that way. See, but my knight still covers my bishop, so there's no issues. And then I'm just gonna bring it back. So you lose the chess battle, and I'll allow it, not because I'm a bad person, because you asked for it. Okay, wait, think about this though, because you can dislodge my knight from protecting, but then my queen would be protecting. So I could then begin maneuvering some stuff, and that will never happen. So it would be an issue if it did, wouldn't it? If that and that and my knight. I can definitely do that. This is over. That's a pretty conservative move, but it's fine. I can also go here. If there, then there. Then I have to start backpedaling a little bit, which is not a problem still. So it's bishop. I could also just go there. That's a pretty passive move, but just trying to win the game, it's safe. And I will win the game because your queen can't take. I can now get safe. My knight is covering, and my rook is attacking, so that's probably a fine move. I don't have an issue with it. And now that your dark square bishop's eliminated, I can always have options to escape. Just do that. Yeah, you're not an intelligent human. It would appear. It's okay. Okay. No issues. I'm just going to escape with no problem at all, which is why taking on g2 is the correct move. Else, I need to go probably not there. Probably need to go there. But then you can use your pawns, so we're just going to do this. Yeah, I simply have way too much space. Duh. Um, No, 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 because now we do have that issue. So what we're going to do, I could do this, and after takes, then I'm still threatening the bishop, but then you'll take and take. Yeah. So we're gonna I like that move a lot. Then you can just start repeating stuff. That was a bad move. It's an awful move. It's not a good decision by the enemy. Now, I was still winning by plenty, but now you have to take my queen. Yep, you know you do. Okay, so now let's threaten, well, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I can threaten the rook, because if the rook comes, my bishop's still doing what it needs. Protecting my knight so the rook couldn't evade and do any damage to me. I would love to just take that. But now what you're going to run into is, so then you need to go there so that I'll get your bishop. Maybe mine. Not the best move, but it's fine. Because what I want is my rook. I'll relinquish my castling rights. The opponent likely at this level thinks I'm concerned with losing my castling rights. I'm absolutely not. Actually, I can do this, can I? Different order, same thing. And then once that light bishop is gone, you're not very bright. I'm sure your mom loves you. I'm sure some people in your life love you. You're just not very good at chess. That's all. Don't worry about it. No, I'm just not too much. And then your pawn's going to be a nuisance. And they're not together. You can't simplify here, buddy. Bad job by you, good job by me. Okay, I think this is my first chess battle. I want you off. Yeah, get off. Chat me, sure. anything to do that. Back. What was this? What is this craziness? Oh shit. I win that pawn. Told you I would. Told you. Don't listen. The opponents just don't listen sometimes. Fine. I prefer rooks. Oh shit. Rook. I would use the rook. Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter a lot, at least. Because now I'm going to win that pawn. Good game. Yeah, that wasn't the best thing to do. Fast. Speed, speed, speed. Yeah, just check me a lot. Oh shit. Gosh darn it, dude. Blew it. Maybe not. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I would do the same thing. All right, that's bad. One more. See, online's got me in that. I'm having to go as soon as I start the game. That is not a healthy way to live life. That might be a good way to do things. I'll play each time control once, or until I win. Play each time control until I win. It would appear I don't want free pawns. Okay. Now I do. So I'm just in the lead. Yeah. why they're right there. Because your knight has no options. Okay, so but then you would go here. And then I would go back, so I'm fine. Damn it, damn it. That might be okay. Nah, I'm screwed. Not screwed, but I messed up. Yeah, okay, so now you help me out a little bit. No, because... Yeah, you did. Then you have to move your rook, then I can take your bishop. I should be fine now. And then if you take, I'll take. And then I can even do that. Yeah, it's not, doesn't seem right. I could also go there, put the rook that way because of the... So I can do that. If I go there, no, because it'll come with check, so I can't do that. What I can do is that. Okay. Oh, check this out. At this level, they should see it, but maybe not. So it would be natural to think that's a good move. It's not. I just want to go there. No, I can't do that. Boom. Okay, so now there. And then your check's no good. Yeah, you lose. Okay, so your bishop has to move in a way that protects the... So that it would have to go there. Then I would go there. That should be fine. It has to go to D3, right? And then I go C. 4. Then I win a piece. Yeah, it should be good. That'd be an interesting try, though no good. Hmm? That was bad. That was bad. It's over. Check. Boom. I won't be defending that, so you can check again. That's the right move, but gotta make sure we use our time correctly. Because then now if you check, it forces the queens off because you can't take. Yeah, you can't do that. Because now you can't take there. Else I win your knight. So yeah, take my queen now. No, you can't. And you can't. No, you can't do that either. The inconsistency of online chess. Again, proves true. All right, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow, clothed. Hello, viewers. More serious. We're going to try to get control of our minds, be very deliberate, probably at least take a glance at a Grandmaster game. I like to review those on my breaks at work because it's a perfect amount of time, 20 minutes. And we'll do a pyramid much quicker than I just did in this live. Please challenge me on chess.com. I'll try to check at least once a day, though. I really don't like getting on there because it tempts me to play and ruin my rating. Challenge me on chess.com unrated. Let's learn on Lichess.